Welcome everyone to another episode of Tangents, where we don't know where this conversation is going to go, much like how we don't know how long a show is going to run for.
Yeah, we have a point. We start with a base, and then it's like most things that happen on the show naturally. We just spiral out of control. Previously on Tangents, we would just pick a trigger. It could have been a 5-minute episode. We decided to go to war with each other. Time travel was involved.
Yeah, and I feel like that worked out perfectly. If you think about it, you tried to snap the universe, not just me. You tried to snap half the universe.
No, it would have just been one person. I'm not snapping the universe. I need the universe. Who am I gonna fuck? And you know that snap is a little racist. You know you're gonna snap for 50% of the black people, and somebody's gonna be like, hooray! Like, oh, I'm the last one. I'm the last one. How did that even work out that way? Snap all the wrong people.
Which leads us to today. It started off yesterday. We're recording this today. It started off on the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, where we started randomly talking about Bill Goldberg versus Goldberg the goalie from the Mighty Ducks.
Yes, who's the better Goldberg? And you know what? Unanimously, I think we chose Goldberg the goalie because his stats were real and not padded like Bill's. And Bill Goldberg ended Bret Hart's career.
Yeah.
So screw you, Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg is always called Bill Goldberg because Bret Hart refuses to just refer to him as Goldberg.
Yes. Taking away his supernaturalness and taking it as a man. You're just a man, Bill. You're just a man.
Which led us to thinking about either doing a watch-along of the Mighty Ducks or just talking about children or just sports films in general.
Yeah.
But Marcus, on the topic of Mighty Ducks, I, for one, if I ever hurt my wrist, is always doing the Adam Banks thing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Then can I twist it? I think I'm okay. And I don't know if that's a doctor-approved thing.
No, that's not a doctor-approved thing. I did it with this to see if my arm was okay.
I'm going to put the description of this. Manny has been to the hospital since then. And refuted all their diagnoses. But yes, I do it all the time. Whenever I twist my ankle, I fall down, I fall on my head. I'm like, can I turn it? Can I turn it? And I'm like shaking. And then I imagine Coach, not Banks, what's his name?
It was Coach
Bombay. Coach Bombay. Emilio Esteban's going, you can't do it, huh?
No, the funny part was when his wrist was fine. He came in and said, look, guys, look. Oh, he can
do it. Like, that's the bread. I want to know, in the hockey locker room, does that stand? Does that stand? Like, if I were to grab Ovechkin and be like, can you do it? Can you do it? Oh, shit. You healthy? You healthy tonight?
Because Coach Bombay is no doctor. He is no doctor. He's just a man with a duck whistle.
So, Manny, if you were a doctor, what would you have said? Be like, don't do that, please. Don't do that. You're probably still not healthy to go.
I would have sent him to get an X-ray. I would have sent him to do this because this could have potentially just made it worse.
So, Manny, I would like to say this: if we are talking about great sports teams and whatnot, I would like to disqualify the Mighty Ducks off the team due to poor doctoring. The doctor, they had no doctor. They had nobody to look after these kids.
No.
And
it may also be a wrestling podcast, Marcus. People in AEW will get cleared for less than that.
That's also true. But I would like to say they get disqualified for lack of a doctor and for the coach sleeping with one of the players' mothers. That should not happen. Unless you're with the Lakers and Bronny James is on your team and you're LeBron. That has to happen. It's happening already. But I'm just saying, other than that scenario, Bombay shouldn't have went after Charlie. Charlie shouldn't even got playing time. Charlie was a scrub. He was a scrub. He should have never played.
He could do that triple D. He was the only one that could do that triple D.
That shit never worked. He would have. If he played some Canadians, they would have wrecked this shit up. I'm just saying, he was playing American scum who were at hockey. We were trash.
Yeah, but he was playing the Hawks, Marcus, the ones that actually killed Adam Banks' wrist. That was the most dirtiest thing ever. He had his arm on the goal, and then the other one just went, hata!
Yeah, don't talk bad about the Hawks, man, because then we got to bring up the worst team in the history. The Iceland miners, the Iceland, who
No, Team
were
Iceland. Team
men
Iceland
in their
were
40s attacking kids in their
amateur
teens.
representing Iceland. They were men. They were
Yeah.
grown men.
Manny, imagine you being a grown man like you are playing hockey and being lit up by a 14-year-old who are they call themselves the Bash Brothers at this point because they're lighting your ass up. I'm embarrassed. These kids are 14 and they're lighting my 30-year-old ass up. This is embarrassing.
What's more embarrassing is having a young Keenan hit a knuckle puck, stop the game, and hit a knuckle. But that thing isn't even moving that fast.
Yeah, I know. Like the setup takes an hour. The setup takes an hour. Like imagine how slow was the Iceland team where they can be like, oh, we have time to clear this up, and he can do a quote unquote knuckle puck, which has never been seen in hockey before. A black man changed hockey. I believe Kenan Thompson deserves to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame for inventing the knuckle puck. Just saying.
Yeah, but Marcus, you have to give credit where credit is due. Team Iceland did have a defense for the flying V.
Oh yeah, attack. And that's some more bullshit offense that can't work in a hockey game. Again,
You say that, but anytime I ever play NHL, anytime I'm behind that goal, you know I'm yelling flying V.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Whenever I play any hockey game, I'm going to triple deke, flying V. I'm doing all that. It's knuckle puck time. With my only black person in hockey, my created player. Knuckle puck time, y'all. Here we go. But I believe none of the strategies work, and I believe they should be disqualified. Like we tried it here in Anaheim, California, with the Ducks. None of that offense worked. They just lost and lost until they just now known as the Ducks, and they took the mighty out of their name.
Yeah, you can't be mighty if you don't win things.
Yeah, that's true. They won. They got one. They got one. They had a solid team. They were at one point my favorite hockey team, but you know how that goes.
Well, you know who my favorite baseball team is.
Cleveland Indians?
The Cubs.
I know.
Henry, roll, Gardner.
So, the whole thing with Rookie of the Year, we do have a watch-along of that somewhere on this channel.
Yeah, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I want to give credit to where credit is due. That offense had to be impressive. They had one pitcher worth a damn, and Henry rolled Gardner.
And he was 12.
Yeah, he was 12, who I believe did not pass any of the sanctions or physicals that it would be to be in a major league team. And it was ridiculous. Throwing, 90 miles per hour? They would eat his ass up today. Bring that crooked ass on. Man, is that what you're hoping? Is that what you're hoping with the sling? Is that your arm?
I'm right-handed. I am right-handed.
Doesn't matter. You can throw 100 miles per hour with your left hand. Now it's mangled. You just...
That's probably where this started from. Being on Nintendo Wii trying to throw 1,000-mile fastballs to beat Dave or whatever his name was, the black guy that was on everyone's Wii. That was the most dominant me character ever.
He gotta be. It's in the Negro League, man. Hall of Fame. His stats count. But the whole Cubs teams were ridiculous. I don't like that. But I think they would have lost to the Angels in the outfield team because they were just blatantly cheating. I'm sorry, Manny. You're one-winged. You couldn't call him. You and Danny Glover can't call him. You can't call him.
Right now. I'm the one-winged angel.
You know what? Get them kids out the dugout too. By the way, get them kids out the dugout. It's an unsafe place. People spitting and cursing and grabbing their nuts everywhere. It's ridiculous. I hate Angels in the outfield. The more I think about it.
No, once I was aware, because the other kind of baseball film is what, the Sandlot, but that was more of a coming of age tale rather than a...
Yeah, but Jimmy the Jet Rodriguez, man, he stole home at the end of that movie, and I was like, hell yeah, Jimmy. You know, as a young man, I thought Jimmy the Jet Rodriguez was a real player at some point. I was like, is this an origin story for Jimmy the Jet? I thought at this point it was a true story. It seemed narrated like a true story. Yeah, the Beast was a fictional character, but when you see the dog, it's a legit dog, which I'm terrified of. I thought we were watching a true
Beethoven
story.
Dog, wasn't it? It was the Beethoven dog, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Beast looked like a beast. He looked like a beast. And then I believe James Earl Jones was in it, so it made it legit. Everything James Earl Jones for me is iconic. It doesn't matter. It's Star Wars, Lion King, Sandlot, whatever.
But how bad
Field
were
of
the
Dreams.
Cubs, though? How bad were the Cubs if you have Chet Steadman in that team?
Yeah, you're. No, Manny, not only is he in the starting rotation, everybody's calling him washed and finished, Jet Stedman. Like, he was in the starting rotation. He wasn't, like, to be a starter, that means you have to have some kind of, I bet his ERA was like 6. He was finished. He was finished. He was finished. And, like, when you just go into, like, sports and baseball movies, Wild Thing Vaughn was a terrible pitcher. He had one pitch, and he barely threw that for a strike.
Kenny Powers may be the best baseball character ever.
I second that. Kenny Powers, he was a pro who went to the minors and stayed there and was done. He was nothing like watching a washed up player. Those are my favorite ones. This is exactly what Ted Stedman was.
Kenny Powers coming out to "I Am a Real American" was incredible.
Kenny Powers was everything. When you think, hopefully I don't offend anybody by saying it. When you think Trump voter, I think Kenny Powers, to be honest. Right off the jump, like, oh, yep, that's it. They don't care.
No,
about
I don't
shit
think he's a.
but
I don't think
themselves.
he's a Trump voter. I think he's an independent. I think he's one of those independent voters.
Kenny Powers is a motherfucker that'll vote for himself and write his name on the ballot. Well, I can run this goddamn country, Kenny Powers.
So yesterday it was election day, and I wanted to cross out what I wanted to vote for, the Labour Party or whatnot, and write Super Kick Party on it. Little Giants, the best football team ever.
They were cheap. Yeah. I would give them credit for being the best football team if it wasn't for draft day having the best football team of all time.
That's not the thing is that we never
We
saw
don't
them
know
play,
they worked
Marcus.
out. We never know they worked out.
That was a film about the back office. That was a film about the back office, and we love that film. But Kevin Costner is a dirty old man.
And after that, we went to go to football teams. The Sharks from Any Given Sunday. Stephen Willie Beeman, Tara Owens. The Shark. I'm blanking out his name. Shark. What? He's in a pedophile disgrace right now. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor. I mean, you got Jim Brown as coach, and the greatest coach ever, Al Pacino, out there. You got Mama Ring and a dinner bell and shit. Cap Rooney as quarterback. They have the luxury of having 2 quarterbacks in the quote-unquote NFL that they had. They were lucky. The second string got murdered, though.
My name is Willie Beeman.
After like 2 weeks, he had commercials and ads. He was like the Hawk Tui girl in that. It was like they were 8-8 trying to stay in the playoffs.
The Hawk Tui girl burnt out.
Willie Beeman burnt out. He didn't have another season after that. You know it. Teams were
He
prepared.
probably did. Al Pacino went to another team and took Willie with him.
You know it didn't work. You know that didn't work. That was like watching Joe
100%
Montana go to Kansas City or something. That shit ain't working.
You know
It
it
didn't
worked.
work. He had no more legs. It's like Russell Wilson going to different teams. Just this ain't working again. The magic was there for that half a season. Stephen Willie Beeman is probably an analyst talking shit with Stephen A. Smith right now. Nonstop. About half a season he was good.
What else kid movies were there?
Oh, there
wasn't.
What? Football movies or just movies in general?
Football movies. What was the one? The Disney one. Where
Air Bud?
No, what was it? Why am I blanking
I
on
support Air Bud, by the way.
this?
Greatest dog athlete of all time. I don't know.
The one
Remember the Titans?
Yeah, Remember the Titans, that film. Where Ryan Gosling was a fucking liability at quarterback.
Allen! Jesus Christ, just stay on 22. Just stay on 22. That's all you gotta do. Like, that dude was an average at best receiver in high school. You get burnt up.
So good. And the little kid in it, little kid knows more about football than I do.
Yeah, you know what? Overall, that might be the best sports movie of all time. I mean, it does show the beauty of sports, of uniting people and coming from different sides, and a good ass team. The offense was trash, but a good ass team who played defense, strong side, left side. You know, you have
Left
all that.
side, strong side.
You know, it's an inspiring team. Coach Boone taking them to the Civil War and stuff. Like, they did everything. They did everything, and the world
A
tried to tear
close
them
to that.
apart.
A close to that is Friday Night Lights, not the movie, the TV series. I don't think the
Never
movie
watched.
is that good, but the TV
I didn't watch
series,
either. Yeah.
the TV series is probably one of the best TV shows I've ever watched.
That's what I'm hearing. I hear it's really good and it's worth a watch. Like,
It's really underrated because people can't get over one Texas sports. A lot of people just hate Texas football.
shout out to the Cowboys. Just want to see them lose. Even the little Giants, if the Cowboys would have won that, I would have been upset. But I didn't watch it. I just hear great things about Friday Night Lights of being like one of the greatest shows ever. That was on the verge of getting canceled. It seemed like every season they never existed. You know what my
Yeah,
problem
but
with
that
Friday Night Lights? Too
Well,
many
what's the
episodes.
problem?
Too many episodes. It's that era,
I don't think
24
they-
episodes a season.
Yeah, no, but one season I think there was like 12 because there was a writer's strike at that point. But I feel like the first 3 seasons probably are because they moved away from the main cast
Mm-hmm.
to focus on a new school. So that was, I think, the start of Michael B. Jordan on there.
Oh, he was on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show itself was really, really good. It was like it was filmed gritty, and then there's this kind of like community kind of aspect to it, which you don't
Oh.
see over. For me, I don't see it over here. You don't have a great grasp of community over here.
I'm shocked you even watched that, considering you're in the UK. That they even was like, let's watch Friday Night Lights.
But I don't think it came on here. Yeah, I don't think it came over here. You had to get it by other means. But I highly rate it. One of my tattoos actually has the line "Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose."
Ooh. I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
from the show.
That's from the show.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Like, do you know that? Do you know when everyone has those sayings before they go out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their one, and I have that tattooed on me, and it's just that show resonated with me growing up. It just felt real. It's something like I
Yeah.
enjoyed. I feel like that's one of the best kind of sports shows I've ever watched.
Okay. So since you're gonna pick American football, Manny, I'm gonna pick your type of football, and I'll pick soccer with Ted Lasso, early seasons and stuff.
The best.
Great team. A show
I don't
that
think
was
the team was that
unexpected.
good. I don't think the team was that good.
They were good enough. It was Jamie Tart and a bunch of losers, essentially.
Yeah.
But I'm still shocked about enjoying that show. I thought it was gonna be a dumb ass show. I was like, this doesn't even make sense. And then you realize, what? This isn't what I thought it would be at all. This has a heart and a soul, and it makes you
had
feel
heart.
things.
It made you sad. There was some parts where Ted got you. I was like, "Fuck you, man."
Fuck you, Ted. He says and living your life away from your family and stuff. And god damn it, fuck that.
No, but then
But-
I went down a YouTube rabbit hole once upon a time,
Oh.
and then there was like meaning behind like the. Do you remember when he was giving out the little army men
Yeah.
to everyone? There was like meaning. The people were like depicting meaning to all these particular type of army men and stuff like that. I was like, why am I watching this? And two, why am I wanting? Why am I so engaged in this?
Yeah. Damn engaging. But it's not even my favorite soccer movie / TV show or anything. My favorite thing is the Damn United. It's such a great movie. I love that movie so much. It's just about.
Yeah, the
it's
thing
just-
is that for me, I always watch that, and it reminds me of how much I hate Leeds.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I don't even know anything about Leeds. I don't know anything about soccer, but I hate them. I hate them now, and I hate the like they were just. Well, no, it was the United that he called dirty cheaters, right? With Don Revy and stuff. I don't know the whole story. I can't remember.
It was
I got it mixed
Leeds
up.
United, but like friend of the show, Ross, the big Ross man, he's a Leeds supporter.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's where the rift began, huh? That's where you. He's on
um,
these. How dare you? The audacity.
I think Ted Lasso may is up there with is up definitely up there with Friday Night Lights for me,
For,
because Friday Night Lights wasn't a comedy.
yeah, I know. It looks like pure drama. It looks
Yeah.
like pure drama. Um, but when we go into quote unquote sports movies, there's some things that I do consider. You got Cool Runnings is always in there. I quote it at least
Oh,
once a week.
oh
You
God.
got to quote
Oh,
Cool Runnings,
oh,
especially in
what
Olympic
a film.
time, Winter Olympic
What
time,
a film.
Summer Olympic time. It doesn't matter. I
What a
think of
film.
it.
Marcus, when I have a bath, you better hope to God I don't jump into there like I'm about to jump into a bobsled.
Don't give me that opportunity. Don't give me the chance.
I'm
Just
standing
taking
there,
them tires.
I'm standing beside the bath trying to push it.
As a kid, I wish I had. We created carts like that. I think I could have been an Olympic bobsledder at that point. That's the way it felt after watching that fucking movie. Like, all you gotta do is I was slow. I'm not fast. I don't run track or anything. I'm not an athlete whatsoever. But I was like, put me in the back, man. I'll break that shit. Let's go. Let's beat the Swiss. Let's beat the Swiss. And then they fall, and they crash at the end, and you're like, oh, they carry, they walking it. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm like, damn.
incredible. It's that was a really cool film, and we watched that when we were kids, and the fact
Yeah,
that it still kind of holds today,
yeah.
great movie.
Might be my definitive John Candy movie. I know he's been in a million movies,
No,
but
Uncle Buck is always
that
my
might be my
favorite.
definitive John Candy movie.
No, my favorite movie is always, if we're talking about John Candy, it is always Uncle Buck with the car that always backfires.
But I think my first memory of John Candy is Cool Runnings or something. Like, I know he's been in a million things.
No, my
But,
first
no,
memory of
actually,
John Candy-
Spaceballs.
Home
would be-
Alone. Home Alone is my first memory of John Candy.
Oh, and the polka scene?
Yeah, and he's not in that film for that long.
No, I think that scene got funnier the older I got, because I didn't realize how ridiculous everything was going on in there. Like, it didn't make sense to me. I just thought this is white people stuff. Like, that was what was going on to me as a kid. And I was like, I guess. But then you watch it, it's pretty funny. Like, Chet, he lost his kids. And all. I'm like, what the fuck? It makes me laugh all the time now. But, yeah. I've gone about John Candy and little things. Baseballs was amazing, though. But you want to know what the greatest sports scene of all time is? It's not even, or just segment of sports. It's got to be Naked Gun. Naked Gun, the end of Naked Gun is the best baseball you'll ever watch ever. People get ran over by cars and tigers, and then Enrique Palazzo and him calling it balls and strikes. It is so good. You get Reggie Jackson trying to assassinate the Queen. O.J. Simpson's right there. Naked Gun. The end of Naked Gun is my favorite moment in all sports.
My favorite moments in sports movies is Happy Gilmore, because none of that is everything in that is actually ridiculous. He's holding. First of all, he's holding the golf club like it's a hockey stick.
Well, he's swinging a golf club that looks like a hockey stick.
Yeah, and then at the last hole turns into crazy golf.
Yes. For those who don't know what crazy golf is, mini golf.
Mini golf, but how ridiculous that is.
Well, I like that he had when Shooter McGavin is my favorite villain in all of these. One, he has to shoot her after every shot. But he has so many stupid lines, like if Grizzly Adam had a beard, Grizzly Adam does have a beard. Or he's like, I had to shoot it off Frankenstein's foot, and he's like trying to hit it off that guy. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you, Shooter. Which is an incredible shot, by the way. Shooter deserves credit for not killing himself or that guy's foot and making it onto the green into the shot.
Speaking of Adam Sandler, the other basketball film he did recently,
Hustle.
surprisingly, a really good film.
Yeah, like it's no reason why that should be good. It was like, oh, here's Anthony Edwards as a villain, by the way.
Straight to Netflix.
Yeah.
Straight to Netflix, so you would assume it wasn't going to be good.
Yeah. It was just like, oh, what is this? Oh, okay. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's a full training montage, like Rocky for
Yeah,
basketball, essentially. And just somebody trying to make the league, and it so hits home because it's a foreign player. He's rated family. It's like, oh, he discovered them, and then Al Sandler just trying to get like an assistant coach job, basically.
yeah,
It's so like, oh, I was like, I'm so into it. I'm so into it.
yeah.
But when you go back to golf, I know you think Happy Gilmore, as funny as Happy Gilmore is to you, probably, and it's to me. I enjoy it. Tin Cup is funnier. Tin Cup is just fucking stupid.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Tin Cup? It's another Kevin Costner movie, Manny. That is so ridiculous. It's amazing. So basically, he's a drunk, washed out, kind of pro golfer who's a driving range, and then he gets picked up to go to the PGA Tour because he gets fired as a caddy, and he's like doing all this shit. He needs therapy. He's chasing therapy. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's not a It's a comedy, but not a comedy.
Yeah.
But there's so much fun to have on there where he blows up and he just like breaks all his rackets and stuff like. Tin Cup is amazing. I can quote Tin Cup almost verbatim. It's so stupid.
See, for me, so obviously for me, the thing I can recite verbatim is Rookie of the Year.
I couldn't do it. Like when you were like, I forgot 90% of the shit in Rookie of the Year, and then I was like, oh shit, this is actually impressive.
That film is so good. Like that is my childhood. That is 100% my childhood.
See, when it comes to baseball, I don't think you can beat Major League. For me, it's just the whole thing of Wild Thing Fun and Joe Boo and stuff like that. Fuck you, Joe Boo. That whole segment of how bad they suck, the commentary, just a bit outside. Used in every time I watch baseball, no matter what. It's the most quotable thing ever.
Oh wait, John Candy's in Rookie of the Year.
What's he doing Rookie of the Year?
He's the announcer.
Oh, yep, he's in there. He is in there. John Candy's in everything.
What a guy. What a guy.
Another stupid sports movie, bad one. I mean, I could probably go forever. The Fan is a terrible movie. Absolutely a terrible. It's Wesley Snipes, Robert De Niro. Can't go wrong with that. It's about a stalking fan chasing Wesley Snipes, who's basically playing Barry Bonds. But Barry Bonds exists in the universe, and he's trying to like kill him. He's kidnapping his kid, but it's so bad, it's good to me. It's just one of those things, and it's the reason why everything I do is I'm number 11 because it's the whole thing. I am number 11 is because I was in there. Because imagine your teammate dying, Manny, and you taking his number. How fucked up is that?
That's not fucked up. Isn't that like in memoriam or is that like
No. So you know how you wear the number on like the sleeve or something, right?
Yeah.
So Bobby Rayburn, the character in the movie, is traded or he's signed by the Giants, and he goes to him and he wants number 11, and the guy's like, "No, I'm not giving you my number 11." So anyway, Robert De Niro, because he thinks because he goes to a slump, Bobby Rayburn goes to a slump because he doesn't have the number, kills this guy, and then the next day, literally the next day, they're playing the game, and Bobby Rayburn changed his number to number 11, and he starts hitting again. That's so fucked up. Imagine Ronaldo dying, and I guess that happens all the time. They take 10 or something, but
No, he wears 7.
oh, okay. Imagine him dying, and then the next day another teammate's like, "Well, I'm number 7 now."
Well, that happens. That would happen.
Yeah, they change numbers in soccer, and it's more American sports where the number is actually attached to the player. Like it'd be like if LeBron James, people don't like him. I'm trying to think of a significant player. If Michael Jordan, he's number 23. If Michael Jordan would die and Scottie Pippen decides to start wearing 23 the next day, this is my number, it's my favorite.
Somewhere in heaven, Michael Jordan be like, I took that personally.
Yeah. By the way, Scotty and Mike, it's like Hall and Notes not getting along. Just get big up. This is bullshit.
Hold on. Well, how have we not mentioned Space Jam?
Oh, classic. Canon in my sports history. When I would describe the history of Michael Jordan, he's going to be struggling for his first few years, wins 3 championships, decides to retire, goes and play baseball, struggles in baseball, but it takes the Looney Tunes and Bill Murray to help him come back and be a dominant player to win 3 more championships in the NBA. It's full canon. It's in NBA history. I don't give a fuck. Space Jam is amazing. Underrated.
And what people need to forget is Space Jam 2. That was a terrible movie.
No. And they don't call it Space Jam 2. They just call it Space Jam. And I just going to ignore that. Just like anything LeBron James produces, like House Party, not acknowledging that.
His barbershop show was pretty decent.
They still have it. It's still on YouTube.
I don't make the time to watch it.
Yeah. That's a good show. That's a good show. But I think anything that involves LeBron James producing as a movie producer is going to be bad. Although, what was the movie he was in with Bill Hader? I think it was Hot Mess. That was a solid movie. He was solid in that one.
Do you know what was a weird movie that I watched before? There's a Mark Wahlberg football movie where I think tries to be a wide receiver or a punt returner. And he wears...
I think it's Invincible.
And he wears, the quarterback pads to make him lighter, where he should be wearing heavier pads. So he just gets bumped around.
Yeah. I never seen that one. But, we can always talk about The Blind Side, Manny, how that ended.
No, I don't want to watch that. That movie, one at the time, that movie made me feel guilty for having a bed, made me feel guilty for just the small things we call luxuries, like a house.
Well, the whole movie being considered bullshit, where Michael Orr hates that family and they suing that family because they took all his money and shit. So a lot of stuff that went on in that. So
he signed up for it.
He was a child. He only agreed because
he was homeless, but sure.
They can't own my rights. Fuck them. Fuck you, Sandra Bullock. Is that how we should end the show? Fuck you, Sandra Bullock?
I will not take any Sandy Bullock hate.
Oh man, we can have a whole tangent about Sandra Bullock now.
I will not take any Sandy hate.
I don't think I hate Sandra Bullock. I just know she was there. I just feel like she was the person you cast when you didn't get Julia Roberts. I can't get Julia Roberts. I get Sandra Bullock. All right.
Yeah, but look who's fell off. Julia Roberts has fallen off. Where is she?
Yeah.
Now?
Where's Sandra Bullock? She's kind of fallen off too. They're all gone. They're from the 90s.
She made a movie with Channing Tatum last year, I think.
Yeah, I chose not to watch that.
I watched it. It was surprisingly okay.
I know she was the voice in Bullet Train too. But
I have not yet even watched that.
It's all right. It's a solid movie.
I've been meaning to watch it. I just never got around to watching it.
Yeah. It's like, it's a movie you don't have to think about. Like, oh, this is all right. I'll tell you this. Manny, we got to come back on here. Because we never did our Beverly Hills Cop 3 watch alone. And then we got to discuss Beverly Hills Cop 4. Or Beverly Hills Cop
Beverly Hills Cop 3 was supposed to be watched with both Eric and Shantae.
Yeah. Never happening. Because they even know that movie is so bad it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No.
It's not worth it. It's not worth going to back.
Of the 4 of us, the only people that like that film is me and Shantae.
No, Eric likes it too. I think I'm the odd person out that goes like, "Fuck this movie." It just took away everything that was. It took away everything that was Beverly Hills Cop about Beverly Hills Cop. There was no cursing.
Really like that film.
It was a child's movie. Did nothing. The plot makes no sense.
When has any Eddie Murphy movie made sense?
The Nutty Professor made sense.
No, of course it did.
Shrek made sense.
The science does not check out on Nutty Professor.
48 Hour makes sense. All the Eddie Murphy movies make sense. All the Beverly Hills Cop no plot holes whatsoever.
Coming to America don't make sense.
Coming to America, no a single plot hole whatsoever in that story. In fact, Coming to America is a perfect movie. A perfect movie.
I don't think that's a perfect movie, but it is a great movie.
Coming to America, perfect movie. Nothing wrong with it. Coming to America. I wouldn't change a second out of Coming to America. In fact, that's another movie where I can quote probably verbatim. Would not take a second.
There are so many things that we need to be doing on this channel, and watch along should probably come back. But when are we going to fit them in? Never.
Why the hell does Eddie Murphy not have a sports movie? Not one. Not even featured in one randomly. Like, I feel like there's a joke somewhere to be had that he didn't catch. Like, he's in all types of movies. I don't think he has a single sports movie.
Dr. Doolittle.
He wasn't killing those. He wasn't fighting them animals.
What was the Daddy Daycare?
That's Pluto Nash. Holy Man. It's a whole list of them. Those sports movies. Interesting. You think he had some random... He'd have some... I mean, in I Spy, in I Spy, he was a boxer. I don't know if that counts.
No. Because you wouldn't consider that a sports movie.
Yeah, and I wouldn't consider him a boxer either. We didn't bring up Rocky or Creeds at all, by the way.
I don't like anything other than the first Creed. Like, the Rocky movie is fine, but, like, after the first Creed, I'm not a big fan.
Wait, you didn't care about Rocky 2, 3, or 4?
No. I like Rocky, the Rocky movies.
Oh.
But, like, you know when you talk about Creed?
Yeah.
The first Creed, and then I don't care about the other two.
Yeah. That's true. I thought 2 was okay. 3 annoyed me because Jonathan Majors tried to do an LA accent. It was just... I didn't realize how offensive an accent could be until I actually hear someone try to pretend like they're from LA. Going like, oh.
How'd you pretend? What is an LA accent?
It's the inflection of words. So if you go like, instead of saying Marcus, like a normal person would say, hey Marcus, how you doing? But when you go into a hood LA accent, you go, hey Marcus, like that.
Oh no.
And you go like, yo. It's a terrible way. Like, so I don't know how to describe it.
So Big Smoke, basically.
In a way, yeah. In a way, yeah. There's a inflection that you can tell that's not natural, but when the people who do talk like that talk, you go like, oh, that's completely natural.
Yeah.
You just no other way to say that. Understand the way you're talking right now. You got your big boy pants on. You're talking like this, huh? But yeah, makes me sick.
But yeah, I think we should wrap it up there. We've gone on long enough.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk a million sports. Let's actually end it on a high note. Who's the champion? What's the one? I think you're giving it the Rookie of the Year.
I think I would have to give it to Rookie of the Year, but Rookie of the Year does not impact my day-to-day life.
Ooh.
Whereas the Mighty Ducks, with that, does. like that whole motion of, is my wrist broken? Is it not? That was something.
Yeah. My champion, I think I'm going to go Remember the Titans. That's the best. It might be the best.
Yeah, but that's a real movie.
No, I apologize for them being a real movie and a real sports movie.
That's a real movie.
It's a
with
good
real points.
movie. Yeah.
That's a real movie with real points.
Yeah. Like, it's not Cool Runnings or Mighty Ducks or even Bad News Bears, which I didn't bring up once, which is hilarious. The original Bad News Bears is one of the funniest movies ever.
See, we can't end it with you saying Remember the Titans, because that is a great movie, not a kids movie where we just ridiculed Team Iceland.
They were in high school? Okay.
No, because the only joke in that film is Ryan Gosling and how bad he was at every position he was at.
But we weren't going for funniest. I thought we were going for best. If it's funniest, I'm probably going Major League. It's for me the funniest. Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball. It's my greatest line in any movie ever.
So if I'm going best, then it's even between Friday Night Lights and Ted Lasso as a TV show.
I can accept that, Benny. I can accept your TV shows. I can accept
Matt Saracen was my guy on Friday Night Lights.
You drafted him number one? High hopes for him.
Always.
If we're going for the most ridiculous sports movie, probably Any Given Sunday to me. Watch that shit over and over.
Nah, Little Giants. When
Cap is
John Madden,
finished.
when John Madden turned up, you knew this film was stupid.
Well, the quote of another John Madden movie, I believe Eric will bring up The Replacements right away. Eric will bring up The Replacements right away.
The Replacements. Shane Falco? Come on.
I feel The Replacements is a better version of Little Giants. Because Shane Falco struggled to the Sugar Bowl, and it makes me laugh every single time. And whenever I think of a bad quarterback in the NFL, I think they're choking like Shane Falco. That literally pops in my head. Joe Flacco just reminded me of Shane Falco just because his name rhymed with it.
The Water Boy.
Oh, the Water Boy, yeah. Best linebacker that ever exists.
Water sucks. It really sucks. Gatorade.
So, I mean, we could have ended the show, but here we go. I mean, if we prepare for this show, we'll be better. But, you know, if I were to give a sports MVP for sports movie MVP of actors, it's got to be either Kevin Costner or Adam Sandler at this point.
It's Adam Sandler.
That's because you hate baseball, Manny. Kevin Costner ain't got him beat.
No, it has to be Adam Sandler. One, he has a great hit on Netflix.
So does Kevin Costner. He got Draft Day out there.
Draft Day is backroom stuff. That's not real football.
It's real football to me, man.
Draft Day might as well be a recording of me at home doing office shit.
I'm just saying, Kevin Costner has Tin Cup, For the Love of the Game, Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, Draft Day, and at least 7 other movies where he's out there in sports.
Yeah, but that's not fair. He's 100 years old.
So is Adam Sandler. I bet you they're the same age at this point. Probably by like 10 years difference.
No, I'm giving it to Adam Sandler.
I mean, he's only played quarterback once in Longest Yard, and then he played golf, Waterboy.
I wasn't even going to bring up The Longest Yard, so we've got Adam Sandler in The Longest Yard too.
He has Hustle. And you know what? Because I'm a gambler and I consider gambling a sport, Uncut Gems, that man's gambling hard. Kevin Garnett's in the movie, it kind of makes it a sports movie.
Yeah, I'm still giving it to Adam Sandler. He is the MVP of sports movies.
I'm okay with that, but Kevin Costner gave him a hell of a run. Kevin Costner was
No, because the only one I will ever go back to rewatch is Draft Day, and you know, every year, when September hits, not September.
Oh, we already missed it.
When April hits,
it's last week. 2 weeks or a month ago. Was it a month ago, the draft? The NFL draft?
Yeah.
It's like a month ago.
But when did we watch it? Did we watch it this year or did we watch it last year?
No, that was like 2 years ago. We didn't watch it last. We should have watched it again. This should have been the draft day watch along, but we fucked it up.
Every year we should do draft day.
Yeah. I don't understand why they haven't greenlit draft day 2. Gotta know what happened to the Browns. They still haven't won.
I want to know what that team would have looked like.
Yeah. I mean, no one showed. Oh, by the way, when the draft was happening for both NBA and NFL, I was like, oh, no one went to his birthday party. When old boy slipped to the Lakers, I was like, no one went to his birthday party. What, Bill Callahan? Was it Bill Callahan?
Yeah.
No, that's the coach.
Wait, we can't watch Draft Day anymore. Diddy ruined that film.
Oh, he's in it. I don't think Diddy ruined that film. I mean, I watched Naked Gun and OJ's in it.
Even that was the juice.
Man. I watched Any Given Sunday and Lawrence Taylor's in it. I watched WrestleMania, 13? Lawrence Taylor was in it?
No, it's 11. WrestleMania 11.
Oh, whatever.
Really ever happened. WrestleMania 11 is the one that nothing ever really happened in it. When your main event is LT versus Bam Bam, you know you got problems.
Hey, that was the greatest celebrity wrestling match of all time until it wasn't the greatest celebrity wrestling match.
Yeah, until Pat McAfee and Logan Paul changed
Logan
the game.
Paul. And you know what? Even before then, Floyd Mayweather versus The Big Show. Classic.
You know, we're not going down the Snooki route.
Yeah. I'm shocked we didn't bring up wrestling as one of these sports movies, by the way. You had the wrestler, and you had Ready to
That movie.
Rumble. You had what you call him,
I
Iron
am never.
Claw, and you had No Holds Bar. I'll take No Holds Bar over all of them because it's more
I take
entertaining.
No Hold Barred, then Ready to Rumble, and I'm never taking the other two because the other two are fucking depressing. Randy the Ram is just watching an old man die.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, what's happening.
Yeah. I'd rather watch Ready to Ram than watching Iron Claw. There's some fun in Ready to Ram. At least you get
I
Necro
was,
Butcher match and shit.
I
And
didn't.
you
Yeah, do you know
Ernest
what
Cat
for me?
Miller.
I honestly didn't think. I honestly didn't think that was gonna be that depressing watching Iron Claw. I thought they would have switched it up a little bit, but no, no, that film is depressing as fuck.
Yeah, man, you wanna know how bad they switched it up? They switched it up where they took out brothers so people didn't kill themselves. That's how depressing that was.
That film was so bad. Like I watched that this year
Yeah.
because it came out in February, and that's quite low on my list of movies I've watched this year.
Yeah, it's depressing. Like, it's even more depressing than you think. What?
So it's currently in my bottom 5.
I haven't
So
watched
my
many
bo-
movies this year. So that's the thing.
So in my bottom 5, it's Iron Claw. So that's number 5.
I can't believe you had this as a list.
No, yeah, it's number 5. Ricky Stenicki, which was on Amazon Prime release,
Chose not to watch that.
which features John Cena. Number
Yep.
4. Argyle, which also features John Cena. But Argyle is terrible.
Yeah, it seemed terrible. I wanted nothing to do with that from the jump.
So
I was like, what's this?
Argyle makes you think that John Cena and
Henry Cavill.
yeah, are in that film a lot. They are
Yeah.
not.
No.
Kinds of Kindness, which I watched last weekend, has made it into the bottom 2 of 2024.
Oh, I thought it was number 1. I thought you had number 1.
No, number 1, Marcus. Number 1 by a stretch. If you can see this list, look how low Madam Web is on this list. And there's gaps in
Oh
this.
god, I need to watch Battle Web. I need to do the double feature of Battle Web and Morbius. I need to watch them back to back.
Because
I need to watch them
currently,
back to back.
Monkey Man is number 1 for me, followed by Bad Boys, Ghostbusters, Wicked Little Letters, and then Inside Out 2. And an honorable mention.
Bad Boys number 2.
Yeah, right now, movies I've watched in 2024 that have come out. Bad Boys is number 2.
I need to watch Monkey Man. It's on Peacock. I could have watched it, but
Monkey Man is basically John Wick, but
Yeah.
like Indian.
Yeah, I know. And it looks cool. It looks really cool.
It's really good. I was surprised because like it didn't have that much hype behind it and all that stuff.
Yeah. I need to watch some better movies.
I need some good movies to watch, man, because some of the ones the last 2 I've watched bummed me out.
One of them was Inside Out 2, right?
No, Inside Out 2 was more annoying only because the fact that I watched it and there was I watched it on opening day, so there was kids everywhere.
I'm sorry a kids movie had kids in the audience, Manny. I'm sorry.
No, but then the thing that also annoyed me was, so when I picked my seat, I had the only seat on the corner. It wasn't a packed out theater. I don't know why this family decided to sit right next to me when they booked their ticket, when they could have ushered down a leave a gap. No, they didn't leave a gap. They didn't leave a gap. They sat right next to me, and I was like, "What is this?"
Get away. That's why you gotta bow out the whole front back row, Manny. Bow out the whole back row.
No, we don't make that much money here on the Sharpshooters.
But if you go to the sharpshooters.creator create spring.com or something. I got it right, but got it wrong.
Yeah, we'll put the thing there, and it'll also be in the description. Also, if you don't want to buy our merch, at least go to the website, thesharpshooters.com, hit that donate button. You know, fund Manny's arm and pills fund.
Yeah, Manny, do drugs and go to a doctor, please. You're not Darby Allin, okay? You don't have to be. You have to.
I am CM Punk. I am straight edge.
CM Punk is using drugs for his arm right now, and you know it.
No, he ain't.
He just
Tyler
told people. He never claims that straight ass shit no more. He man's an alcoholic.
AEW changes the man.
Yeah. Tony Khan drove CM Punk to the drink. All right.
But
We'll
yeah,
see you guys next time.
Yeah. See you at the next Tangents episode or whenever the Untitled Man and Marcus show returns.